I'm Daniel Grzkowiak with Roll Up the Dice. If you're anything like me, you might have some lucky dice. Dice that you think might roll higher more times than others, or have a better chance of giving you a critical hit. And for each and every lucky dice that you have, there's an equal and opposite unlucky die. One that you don't like to roll because it seems to roll too low most of the time. I tend to give these away to people who need dice, and hopefully they bond and become friends and work well together, and then it can free me from the curse of that unlucky die. But whether you have lucky dice or unlucky die, there is a way of testing them to see if they're unbalanced, as opposed to being superstitious and thinking that your die is rolling high or low because of superstition. So let's give it a test and see if my dice are well balanced. So in order to test your dice, you have to get them to be buoyant in the water. In order to do that, you have to add salt, and it takes a lot of salt to make your dice buoyant in there. In fact, I used up the last of my kosher salt. I added some ice cream salt, which didn't dissolve very well, so then I added sugar until they floated. So the first dice I'll test is one I consider to be unlucky. So I dropped it in there. And you just want to kind of keep turning around and see if a different number comes up every time. So the dice that I consider to be my unlucky dice is pretty well balanced. Now I'll try the one that I consider to be lucky. Kind of keeps going to the same spot. It's very possible the dice that I consider to be lucky is actually not very well balanced, which might be why it's been lucky for me. I always thought this felt lighter than usual. We'll try a few others. This one doesn't seem to be balanced. It always comes up 1. This one too always comes up 1, which is kind of the same style, so I wonder if they're just made the same way. It's another 1 all the time. So it seems like I have a lot of unbalanced dice in my dice bag, and the one that I thought was my unlucky dice is actually the one that is the most balanced. So it might become my lucky dice, possibly, but these other ones, I don't really need them, so I guess I'll get rid of them. So the one side was lighter, the 20 side was heavier, so that's why it always came up 1 in the water, because there's a missing, kind of more porous on this side than that side. Now I know what the inside of dice looks like. These two were the same dice. I got one more of these, and my other one, that was my lucky dice. So let's get rid of another one. I should probably give you the disclaimer that this is all dangerous and you shouldn't try this at home or anywhere else, or maybe never ever. Just don't try it. One more. Thanks for watching me destroy some dice. If you would like, check out our podcast. We're in episode 62. We talk about fun with dice. All those superstitions and rituals people tend to have when they come to the table. Also, episode 63, we have a special guest coming on. Game designer and game instructor Jay Little will be with us. It's a very good episode. Check that one out. And also, remember, keep shaking those dice, and may your roll be true.